Hey guys, Barry at CTech-review. What a crazy week for Ford and their next plans with the F-150 Lightning. To me, this is the best thing Ford has done in a long time. Hear me out and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so let me clarify. Why do I think this is the best thing Ford's done in a long time? Well, when the Lightning came out, this truck was supposed to be $40,000 and you're gonna get a $7,500 federal rebate. For a four-wheel drive electric truck, that was a good value. Unfortunately, the $7,500 federal rebate is gone now, and the $40,000 truck turned into $60,000. So the value proposition of this truck slipped almost within about 2 years of when this truck was originally came out. Inflationary costs went through the roof during COVID. It just killed the value of this truck. The next thing you know, a truck like this is an XLT, pretty bare bones truck. Look at the price on this thing. $67,000 for just a cloth interior electric truck with 280 miles of range. So you might ask why? Why do I think this is the best thing Ford could do? Cut your losses here. This wasn't a successful truck. They were hoping to sell 150,000 of these a year, and the best year they had was about 33,000 per year. What are they doing next? See this right next to these guys? Oh, by the way, if you're wanting a Lightning, there's not a ton of these left, but the good news might be, and this is pure speculation, I think they're going to offer huge discounts on these things in the future, because the fact this vehicle is going to be canceled, they're going to have to offer huge incentives to buy one of these things. That's reason number one of why I think this is phenomenal, because people that were on the fence about buying a Lightning might have hit a home run, because they're going to have to discount the crap out of these things to get rid of the Lightning at this point, knowing it's discontinued. Reason number two why I think this is a phenomenal move. Right next to this truck is the Ecoboost. This is a 1 kilowatt hour hybrid truck that's been out for about 5 years now. Some people like them, some people don't. If you do a lot of city driving, rural driving, they will really pay you back in good fuel economy. This has a 1 kilowatt hour battery. This has between a 98 and 131 kilowatt hour battery. This hybrid battery is so small you can get between 1 and 2 miles of range with electric motor only. This is going to get you 200 to 300 miles of range. Ford's answer is, guys, we're going to give you something better than this and better than this. Why I think this is going to be awesome is because this truck right here it really doesn't offer any value to me, honestly. For a power boost, I would rather prefer a 2.7 liter Ecoboost, because I don't get the value of fuel economy on a power boost. It doesn't get me anything better in the highway. It just doesn't provide value to me. Plus, the towing benefits of a power boost is not any better than a regular F-150. But now imagine if you had the benefits of the acceleration of an EV, like the Lightning for towing, and imagine the regenerative braking and the torque that you could get on a downhill of an EV. The engine braking or electric engine braking would be phenomenal, but you don't want the range anxiety. Nobody wants that, especially if you tow. So imagine you could have the best of this with none of the downsides, and you could have the non-range anxiety of the power boost. That's Ford's answer. They're going to make a 700 mile range REEV like the Ram Charger. In my opinion, it's going to be better than both of these trucks. You're going to get probably between 120 and 200 miles of all electric range. Then the question is, what engine's going to be under the hood? Because today this is a 3.5 liter Ecoboost paired with an e-assist motor. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be a V8. My guess is it's going to be the 3.3 liter, the old natural aspirated 6-cylinder. It very much mimics the performance of the 3.6 liter Pentastar engine that's going to be the generator engine behind the Ram. Or what if it is not even a V6 at all? What if it's a 2.3 liter Ecoboost, like something from the Ranger? That's going to be a little bit more complex than what Ram's doing, and I sort of hope they don't go that approach, because I'd prefer a really simple engine instead of a boosted engine like what's in one of these Rangers, but it is an option. I'd be curious to know, what are your thoughts? Do you think a plug-in electric truck that could have 700 miles of range, has probably a crap ton of torque. I bet the thing's gonna have 600 to 700 pound-foot of torque or more, and it's gonna have awesome engine braking like a diesel truck for towing downhill. And then when the battery gets low, your engine kicks on. Personally, I think that's a much more attractive offer than something like this. This is why I never went with a Lightning, because number one, I don't think the price makes sense. Number two, 200 miles of range, maybe 300 miles of range, especially in cold weather like this. You might get maybe 200 miles of range, and then you got to sit at a level 3 charger with 60 cents a kilowatt hour. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I think this is why they killed it. But I do think this new answer that Ford is coming out with, I think it's going to be better than this. I think it's going to be better than that. So the reason for my speculation is this, guys. Here's the Ram plug-in hybrid, Ram Charger, Rev, whatever you want to call it. Ford is saying they're doing 700 miles of range. Well, funny enough, Ram said they do 690. You know, Ford's going to try to beat their towing rating. And if Ford ends up making more than 2,600 pounds of payload, this is going to be a game changer. And we've already got the benchmark at 647 horsepower. Ram's at a 92 kilowatt hour battery, and they're using a 3.6 liter, very basic, tried and true 6-cylinder as the generator engine. Here's your specs, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Now I mix together, I think about the regenerative braking, pulling a trailer downhill. I think this setup, I've mentioned it in many other videos, I think this is going to be the most ultimate truck for my needs, for towing and cross-country trips. This is going to be phenomenal. And then when the engine turns on, I believe when you do the math, you get like over 20 miles per gallon. So it'll be interesting, Ford's approach on this, because Ford does not have a 3.6 liter natural aspirated 6-cylinder. They had a 3.3 liter back in the day and a 3.5, but are they going to bring that back out as a very simple powertrain to do this sort of architecture? Or are they going to use a 2.3 liter? We know Ford and they're competitive. The one big advantage Ford has over Ram is the truck generally is about 700 pounds lighter. So it'll be interesting to see what Ford's approach is as well. The other thing is Ford going to go with an 8-lug wheel and hub design like Ram did? And Ram is just around the corner with this pickup truck. And I think this is going to be a very successful truck, as I've mentioned in other videos. I think this is going to do really well for the guys that tow, want the performance of an EV, but don't want to deal with having to plug it in or doing level 3 chargers while you're on the road. So this could be a home run if they do this correctly. Curious your guys' thoughts. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts. What do you think about Ford now bringing a competitive solution like the Ram Charger in the F-150? What engine do you think it'll be? What kind of range do you think it will be? My guess is it's going to have the 2.3 or the 3.3 6-cylinder or the 2.3 Ecoboost for an engine, and I bet it's going to have 120 to 200 miles of electric-only range. This could be an awesome solution for people that tow, don't want range anxiety, but still want the EV performance. Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.